So this will just be a quick one here. Warning to all politicians, I'm running for president 2024. It's a little more on the rebuilding of America and the political games that are being played and racism and stuff like that. So some other things, I listed some of the things that would be in the deal of rebuilding the cities. Another one to add on there is no more sanctuary city protection for criminals. You got to hand them over to ICE. And we can make the streets safer for immigrants. And what else was there? Voter registration. I want the next generation cop car, the tags, the kill switches. We'll start to work on the cashless society, and harder prison sentences, death penalty for people of that commit mass shootings. Tougher penalties for people who use a weapon to commit a crime, and an effort to clean out these homeless camps and find people who need to get back on their feet, and also sort out the mental health issues and stuff. And we're going to put on the table those things I talked about, that nobody talks about and nobody wants to confront, is these theologies, whether they're coming from African American community or the white community, Ku Klux Klan, skinheads type thing. Both preach a black supremacy, or a supremacy. One's black supremacy, one's white supremacy. So also restrictions on news channels, so they can't incite riots when they only post parts of videos, or they don't explain the law. And like I said, watch Officer Tatum, and he'll explain why those officers shot in Atlanta. And we're gonna have a real conversation about a lot of things. So there was something else I wanted to put on that list, I forget. But as far as like COVID-19 and stuff, here's one I mean about the games. So they start saying, more minorities or African Americans are dying than white people of this disease, and it's because Trump's a racist and not enough was done, and he's not doing enough, and he wants to open up too soon, and it's because he wants to commit genocide on the African American community, because he knows this is killing more of them than us. So now they're even telling you, they're putting it out there in your head, and you hear this all the time, that they got to do another study because more African Americans or whatever ethnic group die of something more than white people do. You never hear a commercial saying, man, we got to figure out why white people die at twice the rate of other people from this disease or anything like that. You never hear that. I can't remember anyway. So one, they're either doing it to make you more afraid and buy more of their pharmaceuticals, or, and like in this case, they're using it for racism, or supposed, or race baiting anyway, politics. And you have to ask yourself, okay, if that were true, that more minorities were dying of this stuff, would you then say, man, this virus is racist? Or because of the color of your skin, you don't have the same immune system we do, or our immune system is better? Do you see what I'm saying? They're trying to tell you that people die at a higher rate because of the color of their skin. Does that make sense to you? That don't make sense, because we're all the same on the inside. Color of our skin has nothing to do with our immune systems or anything like that. So that's what I mean. Head games, mind games, all kinds of crap going on, and people don't step up and confront them about this kind of stuff. And most people know the talking head says it, and then it's word of mouth goes around and all this, and then everyone, well, Trump wants us to all die because he doesn't want to fight this disease. Well, like I said, I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for the other side either. But it's apparent to me, and it has to start to become apparent to everyone out there, that there's a lot of things that comes over the TV, that there's people have their own agendas for it, and they put it out there, and they don't care what the ramifications are, how it makes us view each other, or whether it causes violence or anything like that. They don't care. It's like the late night, supposedly talk shows, comedy shows and stuff. The whole beginning of it is all political. It is all political. And then even when the guest comes on, you think they get out and concentrate. No, it always goes political. And it's like, if you listen to conservative radio or talk radio, if it's a conservative program, they announce, it's right in, where you can find conservative issues, or thought and this and that. You never hear liberals advertising that way. NPR never says, where the spot to be if you're a liberal or this and that. Those shows at night don't have, in their titles and stuff. They advertise as, hey, they're entertainment, and I think you should make it where if that's all you're going to do is talk about politics, then politics has to be in the title of your show. And if it's liberal or conservative, you got to put that in the title of your show so people know where you're coming from. That it's not just Joe Blow, Stephen Colbert spewing, funny stuff or something. He's got an agenda, a left-wing agenda. And I don't think it's right that, you have these shows out there that's supposed to be entertainment, but they're really political. And there's no rebuttal or nothing like that. Night after night after night, I can't even watch any of those shows anymore because they just the way they are. All of them, every single one of them's gone that way. So, you got to ask yourself, when they put that out there that COVID was killing, and it has to do with funding too, because, guess what? We have to figure this out. We need more funding. And if you don't give the funding, you're a racist. This is killing more African Americans than it does white people. Really? So now diseases and viruses pick and choose how many people they're going to kill based on skin color. Are you buying that? Are you swallowing that? I don't buy that or swallow that. Sorry. Just don't. If you want to talk about something like a heart disease or something where it can be related to people taking care of themselves or something, maybe then you could go down that road. But really, I think we're all so much alike that, all the bad crap that African Americans eat, white people eat the same junk food. We go to McDonald's and Popeyes and all that kind of stuff just as much as, the next guy, no matter what the color of his skin is. So I think they play that deal on everything to make you more afraid, make you go to the doctor more, and to make you get more prescriptions, whatever, to race bait politics, to get more funding. We're all the same on the inside. Our immune systems and everything are the same. So, I don't know. I thought I'd throw that out there. I just think it's kind of odd that they're telling us a virus. I never hear them talking about, the flu affects, African Americans twice the rate or anything like that. Are we trying to say viruses and bacterial infections in this are picking and choosing? I don't think so. I don't think they know the color of the person's skin. So I think it's about funding and politics. That's what I think it's about. And maybe somebody should start to bring that up. All right, wish you all the best out there. God bless. We'll catch you on the next one.